On camera. Hey everybody. Okay, it's a Sunday and I've taken the time to come up to where Nick's going to be living for the winter, and that's our trailer right there. We were trying to figure out what to do for winterizing, putting a skirting, doing the windows, blah 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 blah, covering the top. So we took a bunch of pictures and made some notes, and then bathrooms and showers are right there. That is seriously cool. So yeah, this is the Huntington Lake area up in the Sierra Nevadas, Central Sierra Nevadas, and I'm going to stop this and get in the car where I'm warmer. I love any excuse to wear my mountain boots. Yeah. I did a video about these, how Grant found them at a yard sale, and they are exactly like the ones I had in high school. Came from JCPenney shoes. They were $49 new back in 1975. And he picked them up for $3 at a yard sale, my size. I had sent mine to Russia. They had this horrible earthquake back in the 1980s, and one of the churches in our area was doing an airlift. So I sent my original shoes like this, plus a bunch of shoes that I regret sending now off to Russia. Well, I don't regret sending it. If somebody got use out of them, that's cool. Here I sit with my cold-induced runny nose. Yeah, this is going to work out fine. He's got a Forerunner. Yeah, he's got an old Forerunner that functions really well. It's got four-wheel drive and all that, so he'll be able to get the mile or so to work in the afternoons pretty easily. So yeah, we're just making lists of stuff that would be useful to have. Tools, gloves, crampons, extra insulation stuff, tin snips so that we can skirt this thing nicely, and that sort of stuff. So it was just really neat to drive up here. I wish I had the dash cam. Grant went to Costco and got a $75 dash cam that works so beautifully. And when he and Nick came up to drop the trailer off, he dash cammed the whole thing. But it comes with an 8 gig card, which is not nearly enough because the thing just keeps rewriting and overwriting. So, after a couple of hours, you're starting to lose what was 2 hours ago. And it's neat because I mean, maybe they all do this. It just comes on automatically. It's got this thing that senses if you're in an accident, so it saves that footage. It rewrites automatically, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, we are now going to head down into town. We're going to do some shopping, make some lists, and Nick is going to come up here tonight, and he's going to stay through the first storm, which is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday of this upcoming week. It's Sunday today. So that's what I'm doing this beautiful Sunday, and it feels neat to finally see snow again. Talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye. We stopped at the little resort store, if you can call that a resort. And Nick's going to go in and find out about showers and bathrooms, make sure they're functional through the winter. And this is the restaurant here at Lakeshore. And right behind us, oh, say how, I can't do this because somebody just, but right behind us is the lake. And if you continued up that street right there, up and around past the water tower, you would get to, so if you continued up that street that's behind me to that way, up and around, you would get to the little place where Grant's grandfather built their family cabin back in 1923. So that's still in the family. Grant's brother owns it. They had a second cabin that used to be the store for that end of the lake, and that came into the family probably back in the 60s or so, maybe 50s, and it needs tons of work that the Forest Service won't allow them to do anymore, like it needs a septic put in, blah blah. So what they've done is they've donated the cabin itself, which is this darling tiny little A-frame, or not A-frame, it's like a just a cabin, just like you would draw a drawing of a cabin, real small. And they've donated it to the Historical Society, so the Historical Society will eventually come and dismantle it. And then the land it's sitting on that's leased, it's just a tiny itty-bitty little section, that just goes back to the Forest Service. So, it was no longer functional. You couldn't flush toilets, you couldn't run the water. way it sat was in such a way that it was there. You had very little parking, and the Forest Service won't let you just park around your place or put up a deck and that kind of thing. I mean, you're not even supposed to put anything outside your cabin at all. So it's become extremely restrictive up here. Of course, things have been grandfathered in, like if you happen to have a deck or if you have a railing or whatever. And it predated these rules, and that's fine that you can still have it. So it's kind of nice because Grant's brother's cabin has, you know, a really nice deck off the back, and they had expanded it in the 1950s, I think, added a bedroom and, you know, a bathroom, which it didn't have, and some septic and blah, blah. So that was cool. And just incidentally, Grant's brother has been running the water treatment plant up here and is, you know, as a kind of a gift to the folks that live in that tract that have their summer cabins there. None of those cabins are winter. They don't run the water during the wintertime. They don't plow back in there, so they can't go back there. But this section of the lake does have permanent winter residents. Okay, Nick's back. We're out of here.